Welcome back, and thank you for joining me in this series on the discovery of self-healing. In the second episode, I taught you a technique for protecting yourself from being triggered. Remember, you interlock your fingers, place your hands on the nape of your neck and press your elbows back. And when you lock up your chest and your shoulders, you stop yourself from being triggered. The stress in your shoulders and your chest, you hold your anxiety, your fear and your panic. And by locking up your chest, you're stopping yourself from being triggered into anxiety, panic, or fear. Okay, so before we start this practice, I want you to hold this position so when we go into the practice, you'll be safe from being triggered. The goal of therapy is to heal you, to protect you from being triggered. By holding this position, this helps to enable us to do the therapy without you being triggered. This technique I'm going to share with you today is really wonderful because no one will see you doing it. It's one that people can't see you acting out. So wherever you are, when you get triggered, you do this, no one becomes aware of what you're doing, and you safely take care of yourself. Now it sounds very peculiar, but it works. So just go along with this, even though it may sound a bit weird. I remember when I was a child in school, and I needed to go to the toilet. The teacher wouldn't let me leave the classroom until class was over. I should have gone beforehand. And I needed to go for a pee. I would have to clench those muscles to stop myself from peeing. Those muscles are the very root of your being, like your root chakra. And these points here is where we hold all of our demons in our body. It's at this root point. What we hold at our root center are the demons, the trauma, the memories that we swear we'd never tell another living soul we were going to take to the grave. But while they're still there, they eat away at our very soul. They eat away at our energy for life. So this practice enables you to release these in a safe and non-intrusive manner without anyone being the wiser to what you're doing. I'm going to teach you this practice on its own, but this works very well with the first practice, and it works very well with the breath practice I taught you in the third episode. But right now I'm going to teach this practice on its own as it is. So I want you to pretend right now you need to go to the toilet but you're not allowed to. Those muscles that you clench close to stop yourself from going for pee, they're the muscles we're going to exercise with. So I want you to clench those muscles closed, hold them for 3 to 5 seconds if you can, and then release them. Again, breathing in gently, clench those muscles, hold them for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and release them. Okay, for the next few minutes, just practice that over and over again. Breathing in very gently through your nose, closing those muscles, clenching them closed for a count of 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and then release. Over and over again until you get used to actually clenching these muscles. Now for this exercise, I'd like to combine this practice of clenching your muscles with the 3 breaths I taught you in episode 3. So I want you to breathe in a nice gentle breath into your nose. Clench those muscles closed for a count of 1, 2, 3, and then using your spiritual sigh, release them as you breathe out. Again with the yawn. As you breathe in, clench those muscles closed. And as you do your big yawn, open your hands wide. Let go of those muscles. On your third breath, breathing in gently. Clench those muscles closed. Hold it for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on your cough, release those muscles. Repeat this over and over again for about 3 to 5 minutes. The sigh, the yawn, the cough, clenching, unclenching. Release your demons, your traumas, your memories, whatever it is that triggers you, release them in that moment. In all of these practices, you need to give an idea to yourself of where you were and where you are now. So you use that SUD scale, this scoring again. So -10 is the worst it could possibly be. -1 is how bad it is on a general basis. And then -1 to -10 is the level of how bad it is. 0, you're numb to your feelings, you're walking around like a zombie, you're disassociating. And then +1 to +10 is you're free of that trigger or that trauma or that memory or that nightmare, that flashback. So you give yourself a score before you start. In all of these exercises, you give yourself a score. So right now, it's maybe -7. You do this breathing in, clenching those muscles, hold them for a count of 3 to 5, releasing with a sigh, a yawn, a cough. And at the end of 3 minutes, review your score and see if there's a change. When the change happens and it drops from a -7 to -5, that change is permanent. Just from -7 to -1, it's permanent. Whatever change you make, it's you healing yourself. So allow yourself to give yourself a score. And don't worry about the score being exactly right. Whatever number comes to your head, that's your score. Then do the exercise. At the end of 3 minutes, stop, relax your whole body, and look and see if it's still a -7 or a -8, and see if it's dropped down. When it gets over to the plus side, you're now free of it. You're now able to live your life normally. As with the technique in exercise 2, I suggest this exercise you practice on its own really, and with the breaths. And when you get to have a better understanding of it, or a better habit of it, combine it with the first exercise and do them together. They can be done separately, but in your own home I would do them both together. Now please, I should have mentioned, if you're driving a car, if you're operating heavy machinery, or if you require all your attention on whatever you're doing right now, don't do this until you have some free time. Thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Richard Tierney, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you.